at some point, we all begin to normalize different pains that we have in our lives. We just like, okay, well, this is life. No, it's not. This was not how life was supposed to be. We are all walking around with some pain that we have normalized. So what is that for you? My client didn't sleep through the night for 4 years until she met me. My name is Tiffany Cohen, and I am a soul coach and owner of Spirit and Soul Studio. And let me tell you the story of my client, B. So when B showed up at the Spirit and Soul annual retreat, she came in and I could just tell already that her energy was just a little bit frantic, a little bit anxious. She hadn't slept through the night in 4 years because she would wake up with panic attacks multiple times throughout the night. Can you imagine what that would do on your nervous system, on your mental clarity, on just your sense of inner peace? And B was so fed up with living life like this. At some point, we all begin to normalize different pains that we have in our lives. Okay, well, I just have headaches. I just have overwhelming feeling, right? And we just like, okay, well, this is life. No, it's not. And so B started to recognize that this was not normal. She was attributing it to other things. And now she realized that this was not how life was supposed to be. And so when she came to the Spirit and Soul retreat, this was her focus. She was willing to be the participant in her healing journey. And throughout that healing journey, we did many different modalities with her. So we did a very deep form of spinal energetics. We did subconscious reprogramming, Reiki healing, coaching. And as B was telling her stories and different things in her life that would come up and what was coming up in her healings, I started to see a thread between all of the stories that were coming up for her. And that's actually one of my superpowers. When I hear somebody speak, I can see the threads in all of the different stories that have happened to them throughout their life and how they play together. And the interesting part is you probably never see that thread because they are all your stories. And a lot of times these stories are not the same. They have no relation to one another. It could be something from work. It could be something from school when you were younger, from your parents. And yet, what I see is the underlying factor in them all. And with B, it came down to safety. In every single one of her stories, there was an aspect of safety that she was not getting. She couldn't feel safe in her body. She couldn't feel safe in her home. She was constantly looking for safety. And she had to also create safety for everybody around her in her life. And that was controlling her life because she needed to make sure everybody was safe. And so as she started to let go and really let go, I mean, there were massive shifts that were happening in this experience. And on Saturday night, she went to sleep and she came down the stairs on Sunday morning in tears because she finally slept through the night for the first time in 4 years. And we celebrated her. We were in tears. The massive work that we had all done together, but ultimately that B had done, was just created this huge shift in her life. And this is something that I think we can all resonate with because, again, we are all walking around with some pain that we have normalized. So what is that for you? So if you're ready to actually start feeling good, Spirit and Soul is here to help you. So make sure that you head on over to spiritandsoulstudio.com, or you can click the link in the description and let's point you in the right direction and have you feeling good.